Inquisition, notification, sent out, Baba Booey, Dragon Eye. Everyone has reported in. Wonderful. My agents were successful. Our dwarven warrior, Corbin, led a foray into the College of Magi and merged with both the mage refugees and whatever artifacts could be transported, all before the Navaran mobs finally stormed the gates. If the Venatori were behind this, they have been disappointed, and the refugees expressed their relief and their thanks for the rescue. The Chargers did what they could to tear down the walls. The demons in the area didn't seem to appreciate the effort, but my men escaped without significant losses. No one will be using adamant fortress against us, Inquisitor. It's nothing more than a pile of rubble now. Lieutenant Krim. Let's see, defeat the Marquise, I believe. Send Liliana.
Inquisitor.
Manager. I like Liliana's
Our soldiers
option.
handled themselves well in Adamant.
We've come a long way since Haven. I fear there's still a ways to go, but we're prepared.
Josephine.
Inquisitor.
An envoy from Lord Ochanta just arrived, Inquisitor. He's waiting to speak to you. Uh-oh. A neatly filled request form, copied in triplicate and delivered to the appropriate parties. Request: an assortment of flora from southern Ferelden and eastern Orlais, including several uncommon varieties. See attached list. Tissue samples from several common herbivores. Access to an accurate map of southern Thedas and records salvaged from Haven. My predecessor Manet was studying alterations and feeding and migration patterns in several species following the appearance of the breach. I would finish it. Send Cohen on that one.
We don't have the strength of treaties to judge a true great war.
Your worship, may I deliver a message from Lord Adorno Cielo Trantor Vativa? His lordship accepts your request for a duel for the affection of Lady Montelier. He awaits your pleasure in Val Royal.
Tell Lord Otranto I look forward to settling this honorably.
At once, Inquisitor. He wishes you a speedy journey to the capital.
I'm sure he does. Let's do Veracast. Bolus, the OG.
I am Lord Otranto of Antiva, rightfully betrothed of Lady Josephine Montillier. Songs of your exploits have spread to my city, Inquisitor. It's humbling to make your acquaintance.
Does my mage even know how to use a sword?
It is a pity it will not last longer. Before we duel, I trust you find the weapon to your satisfaction.
Am I not allowed to pick my means of defense?
Ha! Aside from the fact that your mage fire may put me at a disadvantage, I am the wounded party in this duel. Tradition dictates that I select our weapons. Of course, if you fear you might be clumsy with such a refined instrument, there is no shame in a forfeit.
I trust you've made this a fair fight, Lord Otranto.
Upon my honor. Shall we begin? An admirable start, Inquisitor. Perhaps House Trevelyan isn't the obscure backwater I've heard it to be.
Didn't I thought I did something sneaky with this man.
I'm glad Lady Montillier isn't here, exquisite as I've heard her appearance to be. Cutting you down in front of Josephine would have given a poor first impression of House Otranto to my bride.
Strange. I would think the Otrantos already have enough blood on their hands after cheating the Tarazzas.
Who told you? You dare to bring up that slander here?
Uh-huh.
Inquisitor, I will personally...
Stop!
Hey, boo.
Josephine.
Lady Montillier, what a pleasure to...
What are you doing?
Winning.
If I duel Otranto to stop your betrothal, any dishonor falls on me, not your family.
I would have found a way around it. The Inquisition needs you. I need you. Yet you threw yourself into danger. Why do this? Why risk everything we've built? Why risk your life?
Out of love.
Because I love you.
You do?
He does?
You heard me.
And I mean it. Every word.
I love you too.
Damn right.
Well fought.
Lord Otranto.
I'd assumed your liaison with the Inquisitor was an affair of passion or convenience, Lady Montillier. But I'm not fool enough to stand in the way of true affection. The Otrantos regretfully withdraw the terms of our betrothal.
Thank you.
Do not thank me. I know when I'm outmatched.
I can't imagine a better ending. But wouldn't you be impressed by a dueling scar?
I already got some scars.
My dearest lord, I love you precisely the way you are. Just do kiss me again. I can't stop thinking about your duel in Val Royeaux. Running into the middle of the crowd, the noise, the sword
That
flashing.
clothing cannot be comfortable.
I was so
to cuddle
worried
in.
for you, but at the same time, well, it was the most exciting thing I've seen in ages.
You do remember what this Inquisition has been doing, don't you?
Allow me to correct myself. The most exciting thing I have seen that didn't threaten to stop my heart. You know, when I first laid eyes on you back at Haven, I hadn't an inkling we'd become so close.
But you at least told yourself, my, what a stunningly handsome man.
You are too much. These moments seem so dear, especially given your greater calling. Sometimes I must remind myself that I'm required to share you with the rest of the world.
If that's the case, you really should learn to be more selfish.
I'm willing to make an attempt.
Ooh. Oh. Woo! The Rizzler of Andraste. Let's speak with Josephine, see if there's anything more.
It's good to see you.
Let's...
Let's go to the Emporium. I want to see. I want to take a look at the schematics again.
I have quite an extensive library on the history of forbidden magic.
See, it's just tier 3. I want... They're legendary. +5 magic.
It's back there, somewhere. I think. I haven't been able to turn my head to look for 2 centuries.
So underwhelming. Those schematics are just kind of meh.
Leaving the camp's just asking for trouble.
Well, what do you want me to do to help your predicament, sir? You want me to not leave the camp?
The Cousteau's dead. Hope she dies.
Like, I'm trying to help your people. And the way to do that is by going outside. nuh-uh.
You can't hurt me.
So Ghost is dead. If this continues, we'll lose everything we worked for. We must do something. Send all the men out, everyone who can fight. I'm heading to the Exalted Plains. There are still some free men hiding out there. We can regroup. That's Inquisition soldiers with a gift for me.
Good to see you, your worship.
Hello. Shitty longbow. Thank you. Bitch. Alright, how do I... Terrarium. Oh, it's just right here. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. Shit. Okay. Huh. That one's just hard to, like, pre-visualize. Owing primarily to the popular Legion tale of the same name, the constellation Alluvia is commonly referred to as Sacrifice. During the Glory Age, folklore told of a young woman saved from a lustful mage by being sent into the sky by her father, after which the mage killed him, hence the sacrifice. The daughter became the constellation, depicted as a seated woman with her head in the clouds. Prior to this tale, Alluvia was thought to represent Razakale, the Tevinter-old god of mystery, and the constellation was the source of many superstitions involving the granting of wishes. Good to know. Villa Morel. Oh, there's the commander. He's swinging. He's dead.
It's always remarkable
some will take advantage of chaos to further their own cause.
Yeah, Solus? Yeah? Even Mafrath the Betrayer had a part to play. Who are we to say elves do not? Augusta has made progress in the Exalted Plains. We are together in this, but Maker's Breath, how that irks me. That weapon, or whatever secret is hidden in those glyphs, is mine by rights. Maleficent trusts me most. You won't have it not while I live. Cole, I need to pick a lock for me. Get out of the way. The shipments are prepared, and once again the rats from Watcher's Reach are getting in my way. One woman got far enough into my camp to look in the crates, scrounging for food, no doubt. Sneaky little peasants, perhaps traps next time. Nothing good. Alright. Duheim. What the fuck, dude? What's the point of the double? The outside one could have just taken me to Villa Morel.
The Freeman's leader should be holed up here. This place has seen better days.
These men are thugs. What do you expect?
I haven't heard anything from the plane. Have you?
No, nothing recent anyway.
One second. Howdy, gang. Pleasure doing business. When Samson made this deal, we promised you the Dales. We could hold them and keep the roads open for our supplies. Too difficult a concept to grasp, I see. Enough of your fumbling. The Red Templars would deal with the Inquisition. The general of one of the villa's former owners. The current occupants tossed it aside. Autumn is the very soul of discretion. I could have a Templar to dinner and they would be none of wiser. If the Templars haven't gone off to do Maker knows what, I might try it. Valerie complains, but the Empress herself is such an advisor. Why not me? His services are useful and no one could better ensure our security. No matter. The distractions of the city will ease our minds soon enough. Oh, hello, Malifan.
That seems to be the last of them.
I'm guessing that was the man in charge.
We've struck a blow against the free men.
They chose the wrong friends.
Now we just gotta loot all this, a letter bearing the Templar seal. Have a chat with Malifan. Make sure everything's running smoothly. While there, see if any of his men might wish to volunteer their services in Emprise du Lion. We could always use a few more. Be discreet. Malifan's still useful. I doubt he'd remain so if he thinks we're stealing his soldiers.
Seems we interrupted their meeting with the Templars.
They wanted something. It's still here.
Tell your men to watch out for the Inquisition. The Elder One has had enough of them meddling. The Elder One can suck my balls. And now we gotta look through this place one by one.
Might be something here. Better take part of a key. There's a rune inscribed on it. Or part of one.
Book. What I find most interesting is that, despite the lack of open discussion on matters of human sexuality, there is commonality to be found on the subject in all Andrastian lands. Typically, one's sexual habits are considered natural and separate from matters of procreation, and only among the nobility, where procreation involves issues of inheritance in the union of powerful families. It's considered of vital importance. Yet, even there, a noble who has done their duty to the family might be allowed to pursue their own sexual interests without raising eyebrows. The view on indulging lusts with a member of the same gender varies from land to land. In Orlais, it is considered a quirk of character and nothing more. In Ferelden, it is a matter of scandal if done indiscreetly, but otherwise nothing noteworthy. In Tevinter, it is considered selfish and deviant behavior among nobles, but actively encouraged with favored slaves. Nowhere is it forbidden, and sex of any kind is only considered worthy of judgment when taken to awful excess or performed in the public eye. Thank you for that research, Brother Genitivi. You're doing the Maker's work, researching everything there is that could be talked about in Thedas. Okay. The diary of one of the villa's former owners. The current occupants tossed it roughly aside. All this fuss over Gaspard and Celine. The talk was amusing enough. Now we hear of conflicts between the Imperial Army and the soldiers supporting that usurper. The thought of them coming here is frightful. Mother is right. Our most fashionable acquaintances will summer in the city. We should do the same. Ramond is stubborn, but of course, all his little tricks and trinkets are here. I indulge his eccentricity and eccentricities, mostly to annoy Mother, but we cannot have everything sent to Val Royale on such short notice. He does insist we keep Artem on, and he refuses to do without the man's services. I suppose he views Artem as another piece of his collection. Still, such devotion to a servant. I think he was fucking Artem. Alright. That's this part of the villa. Before we go to the back room, let's do left side. It's just a flower. God. What's my inventory? 33 out of 60 already, okay. Malifant kept several journals. This one spans the time Malifant spent as a sergeant in the Imperial Army. I see Laurent's death in my mind all the time. The man who killed her, one of the usurper's soldiers. It's familiar. I wouldn't be surprised if I once shared a drink with him. Isn't that how it is now? Brother against brother. The priests tell me to remember Lauren's life, not her death, so I would try to recall years past, the countless times when she saved me. The day we first met, when I was a young recruit who almost pissed himself at her barked orders. Because of her, I learned discipline and control. She instilled in me pride in what we did. She taught me how to use a sword. More importantly, she taught me how to keep it sheathed. She was fearless, strong, regal, and she was cut down like a common peasant by someone we may have once known. Will anyone remember her? Will Celine? There's a new soldier in our battalion, Gordian. He's an odd fellow, with an accent I cannot place. Like he'd spent time in the marches. It doesn't matter. In the end, he's been a comfort listening to me talk about those who died. He also lost friends in Celine's war, and he's tired, like we are. He said a very wise thing. There is no war without soldiers. The Empress cannot wage her war if we refuse to fight. Orlais should belong to her legions. Okay. That's the kitchen. Oh, hello. Key fragment number 2. God, there's so much fucking loot, man. Okay, I was in there. Been in there. A neatly penned note addressed to the villa's former owner. My lord, everything is in order for your departure. I have granted leave to all non-essential staff and arranged transportation for the time you requested. I have taken the liberty of securing the more valuable items in your personal storeroom. I trust you will find everything to your satisfaction. Autumn. But that letter... This is the servant's quarters, so Artem never got the letter. Okay. The chantry store of the Exalted March of the Dales paints the picture of the righteous faithful arrayed against heathen savages. But I have long studied the Dales, and I find the acceptable version of the tale to be a poor one, laden with overt pro-chantry and pro-human biases. Thus it is my moral imperative to propose an alternate interpretation, that the Exalted March of the Dales was nothing more than an expansionist ploy hiding behind the mask of faith. It is easy to see on any map how large the Dales are. More importantly, they stand between Orlais and the rest of the south, and would likely have represented a significant obstacle to the Empire's expansion into Ferelden. Naturally, we stood to benefit from propagating the narrative of a hostile, unreasoning people, attacking innocent missionaries and making blood sacrifices of good Andrastian babies. The likely truth is that the elves merely wished to maintain sovereignty over lands promised to them by Blessed Andraste herself, when the humans showed clear intent to undermine their autonomy. Of course, the elves reacted by becoming increasingly isolationist, which suited the Empire perfectly. Here was a kingdom that spurned diplomatic overtures and that refused to lend aid during the Second Blight when the Darkspawn attacked Montsimard. The Dalish kingdom could not be anything but a dormant threat, one that needed to be crushed before it awoke. Scholars point to the massacre at Red Crossing as the impetus for the Chantry's declaration of an exalted march on the Elven Kingdom in the Dales. They conveniently ignore the fact that no one alive truly knows what happened at Red Crossing or why the elves attacked. The Chantry's response to the Elven aggression that resulted in the slaughter of hundreds was predictable. But in light of my thesis, perhaps we should re-examine the events of Red Crossing and wonder if the attack was truly unprovoked. Or whether it is possible that someone saw benefit in sacrificing an entire village to justify the subjugation of an entire people. From a New Perspective on the Exalted March, a pamphlet by an anonymous author, published by the University of Orlais. A man of integrity, I see. Malvin, I'm sending men to discuss some changes. It is nothing dire. You'll find the demands perfectly reasonable. We're willing to compensate you for any inconvenience. I want our relationship to be mutually beneficial. It's been going so well, each of us with our crusades.
Red lyrium.
They must have been smuggling it for the Templars.
Not anymore.
Auguste and I have established outposts in the Emerald Graves. We are spreading the word to both armies. I'm sick of good Orlesian men and women dying for someone else's cause. It ends now. Orlais should belong to us, the people who defend her borders, who till her fields. If we are to fight and kill for something, let it be that. Templars approached us. They are not the order I knew, but they have offered weapons and gold if we help bring their supplies through the Emerald Graves. If we are to free the Dales from the grasp of the nobility, we need what they have to offer. To deal with the demon, but our cause is worthwhile. Lord Morel, I posed a few questions to my contacts in the White Spire. Discreetly, of course, lest they want the peace for themselves. From what I can gather, the device, rustically dubbed a lyrium apelon, is meant to restore broken runes. They are not widely used. Some suggest that if the rune were affixed to an object, the device could restore the item itself, although I was unable to confirm the truth of this. This is purely academic, as it requires a mage to function. It is nevertheless a rare piece, prized among the collectors of curiosities. I trust you are pleased with the purchase. Fuck. Let me fucking read it then. God damn it. Oh, alright, I guess I can't read that one. I don't know what we're doing anymore. Our hearts were pure when we started. I have to wonder if we've lost our way. The Templars are terrifying. When I speak to the Knight Captain, I feel uneasy. There's something unsettling about his eyes and voice. They keep making offers. More shipments to guard, more men to be escorted to their keep. No. No more grousing. I can't let my doubts show. Others take their cue from me. They must stay strong. Just for a little while longer, then we'll get what we want. We'll be free. Alright, I guess I can't read that text.
Why have so many things if you never see them?
Such a good question, Cole. That's all there is to be found in here. Reach.
You saved my people. We'd given them up for dead. Perhaps the stories are true.
Who are these freemen of the Dales?
Most are deserters from the war, tired of fighting and dying for a cause in which they have no stake. But recently, the freemen have organized, started attacking anyone and everyone. Their new leaders are driving them to take the Dales for themselves.
What is your opinion of the Civil War?
When I quarrel with my cousin, wine is spilled. Perhaps someone loses a tooth. When Celine feuds with hers, a country is torn apart. Does it matter to a farmer or a woodsman who reigns in Val Royaux? Yet they suffer. We're all weary, Inquisitor.
Tell me about your people.
Simple people. Most have lost family. All have lost their homes. I found a few, helped them, found this cave for shelter. Word spread and more came. We just want to survive.
I need to be going.
Be safe. Any news, Inquisitor?
The Freemen have been defeated.
Weird,
I
isn't it?
hurt so many of my people. Now it's finally over. Thank you. Perhaps with the Freemen gone, we can find a proper home. Algon's lodge was always well situated. Inquisitor.
I need to be going.
Be safe.
All of this, yep. This person wants to talk to us now.
Inquisitor, you saved Gertrude and the others. Thank you so much. This is bold of me, but if I could have a moment.
What you need?
I'm here. What do you need?
This is about Fairbanks. There is a rumor that he is of noble blood. Once the war is over, many of us will return to serve our lords, to work their fields, raise their brats. Most of the aristocracy know little of the lives of commoners. They care nothing for us. Fairbanks is different. He is a great man. There is much he could do if he had the power. If the rumor is true, if Fairbanks is noble and we have proof... Do you see what I'm saying?
Does Fairbanks know about this rumor?
He doesn't like it. And he won't let me discuss it. Stubborn ass.
I'd like to know more about you and the rest of the people here.
Most of us are simple folk. Farmers, fishermen. Jolene over there is a smith. Just people trying to escape the war.
What else do you know about Fairbanks?
He is a good man. He found us when we most needed him. He kept us safe. He doesn't like to talk about himself, so I actually don't know much about him.
This rumor about Fairbanks being noble. What do you want me to do about it?
Oh, I don't mean to impose, but you travel all over the Dales, don't you? Perhaps if you found something that could help. I've written everything I know in my journal. You can look at it.
Goodbye.
I saw Fairbanks looking at an old gold medallion as I walked past him. It bore the image of some kind of bird in the motto, "To the sun on blessed wings." Odd. The old elf, Calder, has such stories. He talks about how Fairbanks helped people even before the war. Calder says there's some who think Fairbanks is actually of noble blood, not a commoner like he claims. I wonder if that has anything to do with the medallion. I pestered Calder some more, to make me stop asking. He told me the story of the Lamarck family. Lord Giraud Lamarck's only daughter fell in love with a chevalier in the service of Lord Giraud's enemy, and ended up with his child. Lord Giraud was furious and turned Bernice out of their home, then had her lover assassinated. Bernice never returned to her father and fled to the Dales. Her child was stillborn. But Lord Giraud eventually regretted what he had done and on his deathbed left all lands and titles to her, and all her offspring. Why would he have done that if he was certain the child died? I cannot stop thinking about it. What if Fairbanks is really the Lamarck baby? Imagine all the good he could do if he was noble and inherited that fortune. But having him reinstated would take proof. After all I've heard of the Council of Heralds, there can be no doubt. Maybe the medallion? But anyone could have a trinket like that. There could be something here in the Dales to help me prove it, but I wouldn't know where to start. God damn it, I gotta go back up to... Okay. You couldn't have wanted to talk to me before I went into... Man.
I'm standing because of you. I've little to give, but I'll always be grateful.
I'm glad we helped them.
I am glad we helped them too, Cole.
Andraste's blessing, Inquisitor.
Hopefully I don't have to do too much fighting to just grab this Fairbanks nobility proof.
Should we look around?
Cole, that is what we are doing. This time-worn diary was found amongst more valuable items. It is bound in leather and has a solid silver trim, which might be why it was saved. A few entries can still be made out. This has been the coldest winter I can remember. Even the river is frozen. No one should be out there, not in this blizzard. So you can imagine my surprise when there was a knock on my gate. A young woman. She's looking for the Fairbanks cottage. I go out, I say to her, nothing fair about this weather, but yes, you are at the right place. She throws back her cloak, and I see she is heavy, less than 2 weeks away. Please help. She is almost in tears. I bring her into the house and sit her by the fire with some tea and slippers. She is young, not more than 20. Her hands are smooth. They have not seen a day of work in her life. Her clothes are travel-stained but fine. The cloak must be worth at least 50 royals. Beautiful blue, trimmed with fox fur. Her name is Bernice, but she won't say more. Many girls come here now wanting to say who they are. I understand. Bernice has had a boy. Healthy, full head of hair. She named him Evariste. She tried to pay me with a heavy gold locket, a falcon on its face. I asked her what it was. It looks valuable. She says it's her father's, and she doesn't care to have it anymore. I tell her she might not, but her son might one day want to know where he's from. A new year. Bernice should be healthy enough to leave, but it is still cold, and I just cannot turn her out. I will ask her to stay and be my assistant. I have needed help for a while. My fingers are not as nimble as they used to be. If I have a girl, she will make a fine apprentice. An old painting in a carved wooden frame. Paint is rubbed off in some places, carved into the back of the frame. Augereau Lamarck. The portrait shows the Lord as he must have looked over 40 years ago. Bears a striking resemblance to Fairbanks. Okay, that's not enough proof though for fucking anything. Yeah, y'all moved over to Aragon's lodge, I guess. Damn it. This book offers a comprehensive look of the well-known noble bloodlines of Orlais. Of interest are a few lines in the entry on the House of Lamarck. Emile Lamarck established this ancient house in the time of Emperor Cordillus Dracon. Sadly, the bloodline ended with Lord Giraud Lamarck, who disowned his only daughter, Bernice. The shield of Lamarck bears a falcon volant on a field of sky blue and gold. The house's motto is to the sun on blessed wings. Hold on, there's a thing down the road. My Robert died last week, victim to men who once wore the colors of our beloved Empress. His remains were burned as our chantry bids, and his last wish was to have his ashes scattered on the plateau that overlooks the great wood. But brigands and traitors have taken these woods, and I cannot fulfill his wish. This is as far as I go. But there are good-hearted souls in this world, and I pray the Maker sends us one who may journey where I cannot. Andraste will look well upon one who hears a widow's plea. Broken heart widow Karen. Andraste's path was difficult, as was ours, but we did not falter as she did not, and we will be rewarded just as she was.
I hear you've been investigating my birth. You haven't found anything, have you?
You're the child of Lady Bernice Lamarck.
I know who I am. Will you give me what you found, please? Honestly, Clara's intentions are good, but she is young and idealistic. Clara believes that being noble gives you power, freedom. She's wrong. It is just another cage. She told you the story of Lord Giraud Lamarck. The man turned his back on his only child and murdered her one true love for appearances. I don't want to be entangled in that. I don't want Clara in it. Do you understand?
Ooh, I don't know. What is the best option? Fairbanks. It is the great... That is the greater good for their community.
I'm sorry, something requires my attention over there.
It's kind of fucked up, but like it hit
The
Fairbanks.
Inquisition will always be welcome here.
How did you end up in the Viridium mine?
We desperately needed supplies and tried to steal some from the freemen. The mine didn't seem well guarded, and I used to be in the militia in my home village. I don't know why we weren't killed. I do remember Sister Cousteau talking about sending us to the Emprise de Lyon. Maybe I was mistaken. I can't imagine what they'd do with us there.
I hope things are going well.
It's been better since we moved to Argon's Lodge. We're making a difference, especially now that we're helping the Inquisition.
Okay, where is Clara?
Good day to you, Inquisitor.
You were right. Fairbanks is noble by birth. Fairbanks is not even his real name.
Let me see. Évariste Remarque. I knew it from the start. I know just who to give this to. This will be enough to make the council sit up and take note. I'll send this on as soon as possible. Thank you, Inquisitor.
Like...
Good day to you, Inquisitor.
Good.
Like, is it messed up that we're going behind his back for this and he clearly does not want to be nobility? Yes, but... Fairbanks...
Inquisitor.
Fairbanks, for the good of your community, you've got to accept the responsibility of nobility. Like...
Oh, yes.
Like, you'll have access to wealth, social circles. Like, yes, will you be trapped and have certain expectations thrust upon you? Yeah. But you can also choose to ignore those. You have the support of the commoners. If you have the support of the commons, you can fucking do whatever you want. For the most part. Sometimes you still get stabbed, but... it is what it is. Cole, how the fuck did you take damage? Oh god, I can't do a crow. The Lion's Pavilion. That's all there is for that quest? Alright. The Lion's Pavilion is a welcome rest for weary travelers through the Dales. Its most prominent feature is a statue of a muscled Valmont emperor slaying a dragon, the symbol of the Draken dynasty. The Valmont's famed subtlety and grace clearly emerge with later generations. Elena, if you found this and are still at the pavilion, leave immediately. As I passed, I saw a band of armed men close by. I fear they may attack innocent travelers. Meet me instead in the old grove in Gracevine, where the prophet's laurel grows. Your love, Diane.
I am sorry your friend died, Solus.
Thank you, Cole.
I didn't know there were spirits of wisdom.
There are few. Spirits form as a reflection of this world and its passions. We will never lack for spirits of rage, or hunger, or desire. The world gives them plenty to mirror. The gentler spirits are far more rare. We can ill afford the loss of even one spirit of wisdom. Faith, or compassion.
I will try not to die.
Do that, please.
The Wardens recovered some useful items and sent them our way.
Can't even loot them, y'all. What the heck? how do I... How the fuck do I get to that thing? Oh! Do I hear wings of death? See, getting that astrarium. Oh, dear God. Oh, fucking shit, dude. Oh, I gotta... brain... Hold on, let me try and visualize this one first. I'm thinking... we start here, go here. Big brain. There are two common interpretations regarding the history behind the constellation Solium, commonly referred to as the Sun. The first is that it represents the fascination of early peoples, such as the Neominians, predecessors to the ancient Tevinter Imperium, with all objects in the sky, the sun and moon in particular. Indeed, many believe proper depiction of Solium is as both. The second interpretation is that this constellation originally represented Elganon, the head of the elven pantheon, who was also known as the eldest of the sun. Modern scholars do not know which, if either, is truth. Let's go explore that cave. And we'll go back to Skyhold because I believe all of our people are able to come back. They're ready to report on their missions. Or maybe I go until hitting level 16. How far away am I? I'm not. Yeah, we'll hit level 16 and then go back. So then I believe I'll unlock that mission for the Storm Coast. Then we go deal with the Red Lyrium along there. Give me goodies. Trash. 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 Quite frankly, that was all garbage. Okay. Let's go to this camp. Do the stuff over here.
Inquisitor.
That's my title. Yes, 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 you say it every time I walk by you. You can't go more than a little bit without saying it. Hello? Ah! No. No. I didn't like that one bit. Oh, this is about a dragon, isn't it? Let's just put it together. Mission Day 6. The stormy menace makes noises like a provoked cat at intervals of 1 hour and 15 minutes. It is surrounded by 4 swirling wraith-like demons. I have named them Primus, Secundus, Tertius, and Dummy. The first 3 orbit the menace like patrolling guards. Dummy follows but often pauses and heads in a different direction. Very occasionally he twirls around like a lost man trying to find his bearings. Must be careful. A passing deer drew the attention of Dummy. For once he demonstrated a tremendous purpose. Looked almost proud. That pride was quickly replaced by great distress observing what followed. Deer should not bend that way. Another menace seen farther down the river. It seems in its infancy. No demons. I believe I have enough knowledge of the behavior of the menace to attempt to destroy one. I will attempt this with the nascent menace. Caution is key. God damn it. Hey there, sir. Still alive? Fucker. Alright. Next. Hey. Anything back there? No. Alright, let's go get this last reach fade rift. I don't need blood lotus. You guys big bear? Yeah. Forgot I gotta go back to the Exalted Plains. I think that's what it was called for drop off. Hide. Whoa! He blasted me. There, he did that. Rude.
You don't think much of the Grey Wardens, Solas.
They are fools. A fact only amplified by Corypheus' meddling.
I am not blind to their failings, but Hawk and the Inquisitor are alive now
Because Stroud's actions define a single man. The Warden's insistence on tampering with forces they do not understand. That is what defines their order.
There once was a sister from Sud, begging alms as a Trenchly girl should. Though she would take gold or clothes for the cold, she looked first for offers of... It seems the logger was unable to finish his poem. Okay, let's see here. We're not taking any more of that. Oh yeah, Stormbringer.
Nothing to report, sir.
Okay, we're level 16. So, world map. Actually, before I forget, let's go to the Exalted Plains. Do I not have...
Welcome
was that the
again,
last one?
friend.
Thank you for finding Valerie. I hope he passes peacefully into the beyond.
It's good to see you again. May your gods what...
Fair travels.
Alright. Let's check our armor and weapons. Let's see, we have a blue hat for a mage. Weapons. Better axe. See, he's got the best axe. What about Blackwall? See, plus 29 strength, enhanced basic attacks at the end of the attack, you now knocks down enemies. Or... oh, we'll do Glittering Darmalon. Death Ward, that's only 75. Yeah, not better than anything. Accessories. Andraste's Sacrifice. Chance on hit, taunt all enemies within 8 meters for 4 seconds. Oh, Rogue or Mage only. Hmm. Well, if I'm far away, it won't taunt anyone. Constitutionally good. Give it to Cole, I guess.
We reached the climax.
Not just us.
Oh, this could be serious. Perhaps there will be gaps.
Praising, please. In public, people? Gross. Not that kind of party. God dang it. Only someone to report current progress in fighting. Certain herbivores appear especially sensitive to disruptions caused by the rifts. Migration and mating habits have been impacted. Ramifications on predator behavior are apparent but warrant further study. In studying alterations in animal behavior, I have uncovered something the Inquisition soldiers may find useful. Human behavior is similarly unpredictable. I will continue to pursue this line of research until otherwise notified. Reports indicate that Red Templars have taken over an old dwarven port on the Storm Coast, granting them a foothold in Ferelden as well as easy access to the Waking Sea. The port itself provides a strong defense from outside attack. A full assault by our soldiers might eventually yield results, but not without high casualties. Small group may have better luck infiltrating their stronghold. Our agents have acquired access to the Red Templars' foothold on the Storm Coast. The Templars feel themselves scared. It's time to prove them wrong. Inquisitor Marquise Buffon has been killed, along with Lady Legaspe and her Venatori allies. Thanks to Sister Liliana's scouts, we were able to gain covert entry into the fortress, although the Venatori still managed to use their magic against the Great Wardens to significant effect. Have a great night. Have a good night, Glance. Stupid chair. I regret to inform you that after recent actions, the Grey Wardens have suffered too many losses to be of any further assistance. The last warriors died fighting for the Inquisition in good faith. I have sent their personal effects to Weishaupt. Oh. Shit. Yeah, let's send Liliana.
Inquisitor.
Looks like Fairbanks was good on his word. The Freemen were helping the Red Templars smuggle red lyrium through the Dales. In exchange, they received gold and supplies, which was to go towards the further ends of their cause. Their hopes were fueled, then exploited. We can end this by drawing out the Red Templars responsible for encouraging Freemen activity. The Red Templars have already sent reinforcements to the Armored Graves to protect their operation there. We can capture some of these, deny them later longer, they'll talk. Cullen.
Inquisitor.
Song of the Marshes. 291. Oh, it's a level 17. Alright, we cannot use that yet. Alright, let's storm the Red Templar stronghold. Let's go with Stolas, Bull. You know, it's been a while since we strolled up with Varric. So let's bring that boy.
We cannot.
Nothing to report, sir.
Thank you for interrupting my dialogue. No. What if I wanted to listen to it, dude? Ooh, let's not go down that way. We'll fall and hurt ourselves. Black Lotus. Oh, what the fuck? Templars definitely be fucking around here.
Sirrah.
More red lyrium.
Why does the dialogue keep getting cut off? No one else was talking, man.
The Red Templars have dug in here.
All right, let's do it.
Built into the cliffs of the Storm Coast, the Porta d'Erwin's Mouth once connected the Dwarven tides to the Waking Sea. In addition to increasing trade between the dwarves and their allies in the Tevinter Imperium, direct access to the deep roads meant diplomats from Orzammar could visit the port without fear of losing their stone sense. The site thus became a popular meeting place for ambassadors of the two nations. When Darkspawn incursions forced the dwarves to retreat into Orzammar, the deep roads leading to Darwin's Mouth were sealed and the port fell into disuse. At least all reputable use of the port ceased. Bandits, smugglers, and pirates are known to use the various caves along the Storm Coast, including Darwin's Mouth itself, for their own gains. piece of candy. Yum, yum, yum. This letter never reached its intended recipient. My dearest Fenella, how are you? How's your Aunt Caitlin? My dear girl would never give trouble, I hope. How are your studies? Perhaps you could read some of this letter to her to show her how much you're learning. I am sorry to have been away for so long. I have a duty. Remember when Mother was very sick and she asked you to fetch her water and you did it because you loved her? It's like that. Sometimes we have to do difficult things because they help other people that we love. The country is ill and I have to try to make her better. Don't worry, I am not alone here. And now we have special medicine that'll make us stronger so we can fight better. It won't be long till all the mages are all gone and we're safe again. I'll be home soon. All my love and prayers, Father. In Orzammar, dwarven society is divided into rigid castes with houses that compete for power and prestige. But all that is discarded when a dwarf abandons the stone for the surface. Under the open sky, everyone is equal, or so the story goes. The truth is that thousands of years of tradition are not so easily tossed aside. Even though surface dwarves are officially stripped of their caste, many maintain a hierarchy among themselves along the old caste lines. Formerly noble houses are accorded more respect than casteless brands who come up in search of opportunity. The poorest noble dwarf on the surface looks upon the rich lower caste dwarves with contempt. Upper-class surface dwarf society is roughly divided into two camps: Kalnas, who insist on maintaining caste and rank, typically those from the noble or merchant caste families, and Ascendants, who believe in leaving Orzammar's traditions underground and embracing life in the sunlit world. Maintaining some tie to Orzammar was seen for generations as the only lifeline for surface dwarves. Bringing surface goods to their kin underground and lyrium and metals to the surface was not only the most lucrative means of making a living, but also a sort of sacred duty, as many surface dwarves willingly accepted exile and the loss of their caste to better serve their house or patron. In recent years, many surface dwarves, particularly Ascendants, have branched out. They started banks, mercenary companies, and overland trade caravans. They became investors and speculators in purely surface trade. These new industries have proven tremendous sources of wealth, but are looked down upon by their more conservative kin. For less affluent surface dwarves, association with a powerful Kalna can open many doors. They can get credit with dwarven merchants and are offered work opportunities by the powerful dwarven merchants guild more readily, sometimes than more qualified but less connected individuals. Alright. The way forward, I think, is through that door, so let's go up. Check out the other side here. Got him.
Poor Templars had enough to deal with before this red lyrium crap.
The red potion was bitter and burned my throat. It was nothing like the lyrium I know. There was a hum in my mind, a held note that seemed to course through my entire being. The power it brought was incredible. I felt as if I had held all the world in my palm and I could crush it with a thought. Is this what the Maker feels? I can think of nothing else but that power now. A taste of the limitless makes it impossible for a man to be content with the ordinary. Why be what I am when I can be more? Okay, I guess this... maybe that door is sealed. Okay, no, it's a dead end, but we gotta go that way so that we can get that lyrium. Damn it, game. You and your tricksy corners.
We're near another artifact. Excellent. The wards are functioning again.
Solus slightly approves. Yeah, fuck you. I wonder if doing all this ward shit for Solus actually helps him. Helps his goals. What he plans on doing to humanity. That bitch. I feel like it's not even worth my time picking up this amount of gold, but oh well. Yeah, I knew we came across Shadow. That's a new thing. That's a new one. I had to hook it up to you. Oh, right over here. It's a walkway. Just velveteen and elf fruit. Alright. Alright. One more lyrium pocket remains. And then I will have done Varric's quest. Well, one of Varric's quests.
Ready!
I believe we've broken the Templars' hold here.
Who knows what they might have accomplished had they remained?
That was really all they had here? Some stronghold.
This boat still looks seaworthy.
We'll take that out after we... Really? Oh, there is here. Kinda fucking lame, dude.
What do we expect to find here?
Oh. Well, it's called Dragon Island, Varric, so I have a guess. Oh boy.
Let's find the dragon.
Well, Bull, you'll get to fight a dragon with me, as you were talking about when we had our drinking game.
Away with you!
Know what I like about you, Chuckles? Your boundless optimism.
It's comforting that whatever qualities I lack, you'll invent for me, Varric.
No, really. Why else would an elven apostate help crazy chantry folk close a hole in the sky?
When you put it like that, I must concede your point.
Dragon. Big dragon. Oh. Well, 19. I'm doing so little damage. Ah! Yeah, I don't think I'm fighting this thing today. Oh yeah, I just remembered what... I'm fucking stupid. Hold on, I'm gonna reload. So why'd you have to stand next to me, you little bitch? Yeah, we're not winning. We're not doing this fight. Not up. We're way too underleveled. I'm level 16. The rest of the party is... No. Nope, nope, nope. I'm gonna be right back because I got a fucking piss. BRB. Hey now, you know, it's time. Get your game on. Go play. Well, that happened. More cock? Oh no, the children are dying. Shame. Shame. You know, it's just one less mouth to feed.
Indoctrination?
Surprise.
Me? What about that Leviathan?
If I had an eye tracker, I
How
would
does
have
that
been
tie
in
in?
trouble, Scout.
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it.
Why? I am an actor. I act! Your Grace, I present to you my magical cock! That was stupid of me! You want me to go down? Bird.
That didn't hurt a bit. Where's Rapata?
I don't know. He's been staying in town lately. He hardly
I
ever
hope we
shows
don't
up.
die.
It seems he's keeping an eye on someone now.
I've never felt the touch of a woman. Kiss myself. I have a big ego. I do have a big ego. You look great, Ryan. You look great. Like the replacements, yes. Actually, she's going right below Azula. Azula will traumatize me, and then she'd take care of me. And that's what I need. More cock. More cock, please, sir.
Now don't you dare stop.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Whatever you want. Yes! And I'm not gonna do the bitch play of hiding in a corner. No. No, no, no. I did that the first time I played this game.
That thing looks
But
like
not
it smells
this
worse
time.
than Breeze does.
I am a pro gamer, Ogdo. You have no power here. You can't even hit now. Fuck. Oh, he hits hard. Woo. Pro fucking gamer. Oh, oh, am I? Oh. Oh.
Wieners. Fauchwanger would.
This is the face of a man that just said wieners. Someone clip that and send it to Clay. This is the face of a man that just said wieners. First fucking try! No!
That's just perfect!
I got cocky! Fat ass, get over here. Look at that dump truck of a bear. That you when you when you know when you I assumed you'd already finished streaming.
And I was told the moon was made of ladies' tears.
It ain't?
It ain't true. Not one little bit. But I like you boys. But I ain't got
It's
more
not?
than 700 on me. You want it? Or you want
As you can see, I can't. I cannot. I can't read chat. I'm scared. I don't actually. Oh.
We should find Maggie. She'll want to know about the camp.
All right, let's go find her.
I'm a contemptible blood pervert. Who the fuck? Who the fuck writes these dialogue choices and is like, I know that. Yes, that line right there. I'm a contemptible blood pervert. I'm saying it.
Do not.
That is cool. I'm putting this. Let's put this. I didn't break it. It's gonna happen.
I already told you. It's a surprise. Don't you like...
Oh, right. What was it doing? Oh, yeah, we're gonna check in with Varric. Thran, who the fuck was Thran? Oh, yeah, that was the first, our first, who you call
Your
it?
worship, what can I do for you, your inquisitorialness?
Can I ask?
You want to talk?
Okay. Nothing. Did we? Oh yeah, I think we got something in our trials. Ooh,
So I'm thinking.
stone bear armor. Okay, it's tier 3. Yeah, it's just tier 3 gear. Meh.
Almost got.
Do we have anything good? I don't think we picked up anything good. There. Nope. Nope, so we'll just sell stuff.
This is where a smith.
Alright, let's go back to the Emerald Graves. Travel. Let's do Black Wall, Iron Bowl, Soulless, Coal. Face down, ass up. A final blood-smeared entry written as shaky scrawl. The Great Mission. Final test. Learned so much since that first day on that ridge. Thought I knew enough to try to interact with the Menace. To touch it. This did not go well. Instruments did nothing, didn't affect Menace at all. We are all doomed. Gonna like it for a while.
To help. Like me.
One second, let me check something. I'm a contemptible blood pervert. Who the fuck? Who the fuck writes these dialogue choices and is like, I know that. Yes, that line right there. I'm a contemptible blood pervert. I'm saying it.
Do not.
I've never felt the touch of a woman. Kiss myself. I have a big ego. I do have a big ego. You look great, Ryan. You look great.
Indoctrination?
Surprise.
Me? What about that Leviathan?
If I had an eye tracker, I
How
would
does
have
that
been
tie
in
in?
trouble, Scout.
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it.
That is cool. I'm putting this. Let's put this. I didn't break it. The replacements, yes. Actually, she's going right below Azula. Azula will traumatize me, and then she'd take care of me. And that's what I need. As you can see, I can't. I cannot. I can't read chat. I'm scared. I actually. Well, I'm not vibing too much. I think tonight I'm gonna call it early. Yeah. Just a short stream today. Not feeling like gaming much tonight. I think I'm just gonna chill. So yeah, lurkers, thanks for lurking. Chatters, thanks for chatting. Someone else is live, so I'm just gonna end it. Peace.